As the title of this show says, Uncle V uncovers the Crypto Vigilante's next coin pick. Yeah. Now, before we move on, let's establish a little rules of engagement. That means the rules of engagement of you continuing to watch. Your viewing of this channel, unless you commit that you will in no way, shape, or form get this information to Rafael Blvd or anyone on his team that I gave you this inside information, the video will stop and you will be doxxed immediately. It'll just happen. Trust me. So don't do that. Don't give it up. Otherwise, you're gonna cut me off as a source of an insider. But everyone knows that on June 21st, if you are a subscriber to the Crypto Vigilante, they are going to be announcing their next coin pick. Many of you may know that I had the good fortune to meet up with Rafael last night. Two pirates found each other, and we ended up talking for about 3 hours, and as good fortune will have it, we're gonna get back together again. Unless you fuck it up. Unless you somehow tell him that I'm telling you what he told me last night. So don't do that, because I like Rafael and I want him to continue to like me so that he'll continue to trust me and he'll give me inside information like I'm gonna share with you, but you're not gonna tell him about it. Okay? All right, let's cut to the chase. I, out and out, last night asked him, I said, Rafael, Crypto Vigilante, the man, the myth, the legend, please tell me, what is the coin that you are going to provide to subscribers to the Crypto Vigilante on June 21st? And he shared it with me, and I wrote it down. See, I wrote it down. For you guys, I wrote it down. He was talking so fast. I don't think I missed it, but I did take good notes. But do your own research on it. I tried last night, but I was really, really busy. I could not quite find the exchange that it's going to be on. But I think you can do your own work. And when you find it, just don't tell anybody else. All right? But the coin is, get out your pen and paper. It's ICFTY, ICFT, something like that. I have no idea what it sounds like, but I asked him, and he was just very adamant in telling me, and my notes, ICFTY. So go to CoinMarketCap and enter in the search bar ICFTY and look it up for yourself. Do the analytics. See if it looks good to you. I haven't done that yet. I'm trying to think back. It's an acronym because he kept saying, I can't fucking tell you. And, Uncle Odd wasn't born yesterday, and I asked him a direct question. I said, please just share it with me. What is the coin that you are going to give to your subscribers on June 21st? And he said without hesitation, because he trusts me so much, I can't fucking tell you. So that's ICFTY. Look it up. Do not give him this insider information. Because if you want me to continue to be your source, then you're going to have to keep my confidence. Okay, what a week. I am on my way to Orlando. There is a conference over there called the Money Conference. And I haven't been able to do my cigar walks because I got stung by that wasp. And it got me right in the eye. It's still red. And it's swelled up like crazy. And I'm on these antibiotics, so I can't, you can't be in the sun, even though I think the antibiotics was bullshit. And frankly, they put me on antibiotics because I didn't realize it was a wasp bite. I mean, it's one of those that didn't hurt. You know, usually a wasp bite is just like bam. So when my eyes swelled up and I went to the eye doctor, honestly, they didn't know. I think they were pulling things out of their ass. So they gave me steroid drops for the eyes. They gave me antibiotic. And you know what? When you're screwing around with your eyes, you just kind of like, you don't go all conspiratard and say, you know, this doesn't sound right to me. Why would you have an antibiotic? You know, I just don't understand. Anyway, long story, tolerable or short, whichever you prefer. You can't be out in the sun with this particular antibiotic. And anyway, it started getting better, and then I realized as the swelling started to go down, yep, actually my wife did. Sure enough, what is that, honey? Yeah, it was a wasp stinger, or a bee stinger. I don't know what it was, but it was, the stinger thing was still in my eye. Why the doctor didn't find that, I don't know. But anyway, had a couple of good interviews this week, and as you know, I am inviting guests on to be put on trial, the shitcoin trials. So if you haven't looked at the recent ones, go back. I'm even going to have Captain Draith on this coming week. And hey, why not put him on the shitcoin trials too? Is ARRR a shitcoin? I think not, but I'm going to ask him all the same questions that I'm asking everybody else, because guess what? It is incumbent upon us to learn what those questions are that we should be asking about any coin we invest in. So let's just exercise the muscle, and I'll ask him the same questions. But here's what I was thinking. There are 5 things that I know right now, after this last week especially. And one is perfection is the enemy of progress. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And I'll ground that later in this talk. But that's my number one, because that's the basis for something that's just kind of driving me nuts as I'm investigating shitcoins or not shitcoins. And what I'm really realizing, my number 2 is, in crypto, everyone believes they are right. In crypto, everyone believes they are right. Number 3, in crypto, everyone believes others are wrong. Everyone believes others are wrong. And my number 4 is, crypto is incredibly tribal. Very tribal, man. It's like, it's tribal. And the 5th one, which may come as no surprise to you, is I still don't know shit. I don't. I'm trying to learn, guys. But every time I think I'm starting to get the handle on some of this stuff, somebody tells me something else that kind of throws me off my game and makes me question my belief. You know, it's like, I don't know. I guess it's just that's part of the journey. That's part of skin in your knees. And at basis, when you don't know shit, you know, you just have to, I think, continue to be curious, and you have to continue to ask questions. And hopefully along the way, through the process, you'll start understanding things. And what I've understood is everyone believes they're right. Everyone believes other people are wrong. And crypto is tribal. And so there's no freaking way for a channel like mine that you know, you can be all things to all people and make everyone happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remain agnostic, and I'm going to give people, as many people as I think is necessary, or screw that. It's like, if it's a project that I'm interested in, or if it's something that somebody, that I thought I knew something about, I'm going to reach out to people and try to have them on. Recognizing I don't know shit, guys. I am no ultimate source of authority on anything. But what I would ask is that, you give me a little bit of slack in that I'm trying. In that I am trying to... So if I have somebody on, and you're in the other tribe, I would ask you to give me some slack and not judge me and say, oh, Uncle Odd is interviewing these people. They're a shitcoin. They're a scammer. It's just... I want to be fair and give everybody the opportunity to be able to answer questions. And hey, if it turns into an infomercial on your project, God bless America, man. That's fine. But, as I get smarter with my questions, the shitcoin trials are going to become a little more difficult. Because at bottom, really what I want to achieve personally for myself is some serenity. And how do you arrive at serenity? I've been thinking about this a lot lately. It's basically all about fuck you money. If you're fortunate enough, why am I having a tough time with fortunate enough to be able to have earned enough money to where you can put the money to work to where it yields passive income. And that passive income is greater than your living expenses. And I'm going to go beyond that. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm not spitting, I'm drinking. And I'm driving with my knee. Happens. But I think if your passive income is greater than 1.5 times your living expenses. Why 1.5? Is because shit happens. Especially if you have kids. You know that, let's hypothetically say that your living expenses per month is let's say $10,000. And if you have enough passive income to be able to earn $10,000, then great. You basically can do whatever you want, right? Well, not really, because shit happens, things come up, and you're gonna have a daughter who has some car problems. Dad, I need $500, or there's gonna be a medical issue, or there's just, I don't have to tell you. You guys know. And so my number is like 1.5 times my living expenses. So you can attack, and to me, that would provide me serenity. Now, I have a day job, and so I'm not in the place to where I'm entirely that I'm depending on my passive income to be the number I'm working with. But I'm working towards that. So, I have lots of years left. But I'm just thinking in my life, in my mind, when in my life am I going to kind of achieve serenity? And that's just when I can kind of get up and do whatever I want, follow whatever passions that I have, knowing that my monthly nut is covered and that I have a little bit of dry powder left over for either investing or, going on some vacations or, I don't know, buy another dog. Who knows? Who knows where our hobbies go? So that's what intrigues me a lot about this world of crypto. For the first time in my life, it seems to me that there is a great opportunity to be able to invest now in in an asset class that has a very real possibility of increasing in value to a point to where you can put those profits at some point in time to work to create passive income, to where I might be able to achieve the goal one day of establishing Serenity, because I am bringing in, without lifting a finger, 1.5 times my monthly expenses. Now, one way to attack that is to chip away at your monthly expenses, right? Hey, you know, if you don't need $10,000, if you can downsize and turn that into $5,000, then you need less, right? So, a couple of ways you can go about it. But the point of this is why I am so hyper-focused on cryptocurrency is because that's where I am fully deployed. I am not into metals. I am not in the stock market anymore. I definitely am not investing in fiat. That would be stupid. So I'm in crypto. And being in crypto, you know, we've all gotten slaughtered lately. I mean, just like lambs. Now, you don't lose anything if you don't sell, but it has been, you know, they talk about a bumpy ride up. Well, shit, Holmes. How about a bumpy ride down? That's what's been happening. So what happens is, you know, you kind of get back on your heels. You start getting a little fearful. You start second guessing everything that you've done. You start, you know, resenting people that told you shouldn't get into, you know, something, and while the rest of the market's going to shit, that something is kicking ass, but it was a scam, but long term, maybe it is, but short term, it's sure kicking ass, and I'm not in it. But the ones I'm in have all gone down. So it just drives you insane. Drives me insane. And at the same time, I have friends who have, at my counsel, once I started getting into crypto, I'm like, you know, and remember those days when everything was up? Like Bitcoin was between $50,000 and $60,000 in that range, and all of our portfolio was going up, and they said, oh, it's altcoin season and altcoins are going up like crazy. And so you just feel like, hey, I gotta serve my brethren. I gotta tell people to, you know, do whatever they can to liquidate and get into crypto. I'll help you figure out how to do that. I'll give you a suggested portfolio. Man, ARRR is taking off to the moon. I got in, you know, at $3.25, and it got up to $17. You know, it's trading at $8. That's a discount. Go all in. No, I didn't say that, but I had a friend who invested a lot of money at $8. You know, now it's at $4. It's gone down to under $3. Now, that is the furthest thing from a shitcoin. And that is what happens in cryptocurrency. I'm learning that, you're learning that. But that is a coin that now and forevermore is a worthy investment. So I don't feel guilty about that one. But my point is, you have people who have gotten into this market recently to where it was kind of at its high. So those people are all really hurting right now. You know, some of them have seen, you know, they pulled together 100 grand, let's say, and now it's under 50. And it's like, fuck me. So then human nature kicks in. And everyone starts thinking, oh, just like in fucking Vegas, man. You get down and you start saying, man, I got to get back. I got to get back. So how am I going to get back? Well, I'll play on tables where the odds are better, man. I'll start playing roulette, and I'm just gonna. I had $1,000. I only have 400 now, but fuck it, I'm gonna go over to the roulette table, and I'm gonna put $100 on the number 3 because it's gonna pay out big time if you hit it. Well, it's kind of what we do, and you don't hit it. It just takes your money. It's kind of what we naturally migrate towards when we look at these coins that, I mean, let's face it. How do you make money in crypto? Well, you can either do it by investing in the blue chip coins and just riding it, or you can get involved with some of these services that'll give you some coins like the Crypto Vigilante or Moonstream or Weiss Ratings, and you can get some inside information from people who are smarter than us, so that kind of protects you. It helps you hedge a little. Or you can fall for all of these, usually all caps, promises of the next best thing. Everybody has the next best thing. And here's the shit of it, guys. So much of it is persuasive. And that's where last night when I hung out with Raphael, he dropped some knowledge on me. It was like crazy, man. It was like he was like in this zone where he wasn't even looking at me in the eye. He was just talking like this, talking out loud, up with all of this passion in his movements and everything, and giving me some inside baseball on the early days. I have a sneaky suspicion that he knows who Team Satoshi is. And I think it's a team. I don't know shit, but I think he thinks it's a team. And he probably knows it's a team. He's been around a long time, guys. But anyway, he was talking to me, and he's such a purist, man. What he loves more than anything, I think, on this planet is BSV. Bitcoin, Satoshi, Vision, Bitcoin, Satoshi Vision. So it's the original Satoshi Vision. I think it's trading around $150 right now. But I am going to. He's going to be around for a little bit, just a little bit, and so I'm going to meet him again tomorrow night. And he's going to teach me about BSV. He's going to give me a master's class on BSV, and I can't wait. Because he wants me to really, really understand the power behind a blockchain that is true to the original Satoshi Vision. And what Bitcoin BTC is now is not that. That much I gathered from last night. But I mean, it's so he has so much knowledge, so much history, and I push back on him a little bit. I'm like, look, you challenged me because you admonished me when I was talking about Hex, and you were like, dude, nothing good comes from starting any kind of crypto, war or whatever. But he's like, for 1,000 reasons, I can tell you why, we don't recommend that. That's cool. That's cool. Now back to my top 5, right? One of them is everybody believes they're right. Everybody believes the other people are wrong, and crypto is tribal. So me trying to maintain my agnosticism, yet not offend anyone out there, I just kind of want to be true to his challenge to me of think for yourself. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going through this process of trying to think for myself. So I don't know anything about BSV. I truly don't know anything about Hex. I think with his help, I'm starting to understand the base protocol for Pirate Chain and how powerful that's going to be, and how that's no pump and dump, guys. There is 1,000% conviction from that man that that coin is, at a different level. Same with Monero. I mean, Monero, BSV, and Pirate are what I gathered to be, if he could only have 3 coins in his portfolio, it would be those. So look, the dude's been around the block a lot longer than me, and I'm going to defer to his good judgment on that. But that said, I had Max Freeman from Epic Chain. I interviewed him and subsequently had a couple of conversations with him, just one-on-one. And that guy, he's super impressive with just how he explains everything and what I feel his motives are. But again, I don't know shit, guys. All I am is curious, open-minded, and willing to give people a day in court. Well, he happens to be at this money conference, and he invited me to come over and have dinner with he and his wife to just get to know each other, chat more. So I am intrigued by Epic Chain because it is a privacy coin. Now, I think there's plenty that I don't know that I need to go back and do some research as challenged by Raphael, which I'm gonna do. But I'm just not going to shut everything down without doing my own research and my own thinking. And through that process, I should get a lot smarter. And maybe just one day, I'll be able to, as unconsciously competent way Raphael can assess something and make a quick discerning judgment. Maybe I'll get there, maybe you'll get there, maybe we'll get there together. But right now we're all at a point to where we're looking for a moon coin. We're looking to get in on the ground floor of something special so that we can be those guys who might arrive at a point of serenity, because we fucking got in on a coin early and it was a successful coin. Why not us? Right? So that's where I'm at personally. And I think from a tribalism standpoint, those who are most tribal in their camps are probably those who, justifiably so, got in really, really early on these amazing projects. And then you have, and I'm talking amazing projects, to where tribalism is warranted. It's like, man, this is my team and I'll defend this team to the end. I'll die on that hill. I get it. I get why people, would die on the Monero hill. I get why people would die on the Bitcoin hill. I'm going to be interviewing Bitcoin Meister Tuesday at 10 a.m. That's going to be a great interview. That is a Bitcoin maximalist, true and true. He will die on the Bitcoin hill. And so I want to learn from him. Do I look at him and do I say, yeah, no, fuck, he's just old school, dying on a Bitcoin hill? You know, he doesn't know a damn thing about privacy coins. He's never kicked a privacy coin. No, that's not what I'm about. I'm agnostic. I just want to learn. And I hope along the way I might be able to luck out and stumble upon a coin or two that might be life-changing, you know, from a Serenity standpoint. Because all I really want to do in life is to be able to wake up every day and do whatever the fuck I want. And you know, that may be doing exactly what I'm doing now. I don't know. Maybe my hobbies change. Maybe I decide that, you know, I want to I want to learn how to skeet shoot. And that'll occupy my time. Because really, I think, here's the other thing I've learned. Is the people that I'm talking to is whom I discern have a shitload of money, who have the fuck you money I'm looking for, which I had at one time, by the way, but I fucked it all up because of greed of my tree didn't grow to, I thought my tree grew to the sky, and I thought more, you know, I had a disease of more, you know, I had a sense of entitlement that I should have more, whereas if I would have just taken a snapshot and said, holy shit, dude, you can have passive income that would be way more than 1.5 times your living expenses, because you can pay all your living expenses to nothing. But did I do that? Fuck no. I leveraged the next big house, the next lake house, the yacht, the boat, you know, a different yacht, and then a smaller ski boat, you know, because that was back in the day to where shit, you could get a loan on anything, and my tree grew to the sky. Anyway, I went through the humiliating, humbling experience of having to file bankruptcy, personal bankruptcy, and that's okay. So look, even though I've been there at the point to where I should have had serenity, I didn't. And I think a lot of the people who have fuck you money right now, especially in crypto, I don't see them just you know, except maybe Jeff Berwick. You know, Jeff seems to wake up every day and do whatever the hell he wants. But I think he's still driven. He's driven by a purpose, because at the end of the day, we are what makes, I shouldn't talk for you. I'll talk for me. At the end of the day, I want to wake up and have a sense of purpose. I think that's why these people who retire and say, oh, my goal is to retire so I can go golf, how after a very short while, they just want to put a fucking bullet in their head because they're so bored. Because they have no purpose. That's why the guy I work for right now, who's a multi-billionaire, you know, he still wakes up every day to go create new companies, because he's really good at it, and that's his purpose. That's his purpose. He could give a shit. He could give a shit about going and hanging out at his Hamptons home. Now he'll go there and he'll entertain people, but usually it's about making, you know, creating a platform to attract new business or to just create new businesses. But it's like, I think rare few are the people that get the fuck you money that just, you know, are satisfied with just being bored. I mean, shit. If serenity was just being able to sit back, not go to work, sit at home, recline, watch Netflix, drink your ass off, eat your ass off, then we all know serenity because we lived through this bullshit last year of 2020 to where we were put under these quarantines. And that's what we did. Think about it. So you've lived in this magical world of serenity. And how did that feel? You were bored as shit, weren't you? We yearned for human contact. We yearn for human contact. Man, last night, the thing that was just so beautiful to me is we were sitting out in Tampa along this river in this beautiful area, and there were like 1,000 kids playing. There were a bunch of dogs out there. The people watching was so great. It was everybody was happy. And maybe the percentage of the masked ones, those wearing masks, maybe the percentage was 5%. That's way different than it was 2 months ago. So that gives me great hope. Now, I live in Florida, which is much more relaxed, but, you know, I'm thinking once that toothpaste is out of the container, it's going to be hard to put it back. And so I wish that for the rest of the world. I really do. Because there is nothing better than seeing these kids smiling and laughing, and the parents talking, and us communicating, and being able to walk next to someone that you never met in your life who's ordering something, and you just catch their eye and you just go, you know, just a little nod, a little smile, saying hi. How great is that? Versus, can you do that here? Can you see me smiling at you? Nodding? Instead of, no. Man, traffic is so bad right now. But I don't know, you tell me. What would give you serenity? I'm interested. Put it in the comments below. I mean, do you have a number? Or is it even about money? I mean, they say money doesn't buy happiness, and I absolutely believe that, but it sure doesn't suck. I don't know. I don't know what the secret to happiness is. For me, it's having a sense of purpose. Waking up every day and having something productive to do that I think is going to be that's going to be move the ball downfield, if you would. And so I can tell you, if all of a sudden, you know, let's just hypothetically say I'm invested in some coins, and you know, a few of them moon, and then I'm smart enough to be able to get out of them at the peak. And if I had 10 million bucks, let's say, 10 million bucks, would that make me happy? I think it would. I'd be really happy, but then you shift gears, don't you? You go into fear of loss. How do you not fuck it up? What do you do with it? How do you protect it? Oh no. Then you have, well, if I ever get there, I'm not telling anybody I got there because I don't want friends coming out of the woodwork. I've been there, done that, bought that t-shirt. It's better if you are that guy just to not let anyone know. Just keep it to yourself and your wife, your close family. Anyway, doesn't matter. But so yeah, the other thing that drives me is I really like meeting other smart people, which is why I am going to continue to talk to smart people on my channel. And you know, those people who become tribal and give me any kind of shit for entertaining people who you and your tribe you might declare to be shitcoins, well, that's your energy, man. If you want to waste that energy, go ahead. But I fundamentally believe that rare are the people who wake up with a project, and like Colin Weeb, if you go watched my interview with Colin and his founding partners, which we talked about Starwire, which is his project from Beast.social. If you go and watch that and you say to me and look me in the eye and say, there's a man who woke up one morning, who has this beautiful family, he has an amazing career, and he woke up and he decided he was going to launch a coin and con everyone so that he could profit from them. He's on tent with an evil nature, creating this shitcoin, but he's gonna really put some lipstick on that pig and be persuasive. Do you think he wakes up and thinks that? No. Do you think there may be some people out there, but even the Doge dude, that was a joke. He didn't wake up in a sinister way and say, I'm going to create a meme shitcoin and everybody's going to fall for it and I'm going to get rich. Now I do believe there are some people out there who do that. But I'm talking about if you can get a hold of the people and have a conversation with them, and they can explain to you, what the problem is that they solve, what the use case is, what the utility of the coin or token is, they're worthy of engagement. And then you get into categories, like I know privacy is a big category now, and I'm starting to see it because, the fact that I interviewed Epic Chain and the fact that I have PRCY that's going to be coming on, I think the 18th with me, I let people know that, and then all of a sudden I get all of these direct messages showing me all of this stuff that somebody else said. Oh, well, Mr. whomever said this about that, and so let's just declare it dead on arrival and not even investigate. That's not me, guys. I'm going to give everyone a fair hearing, but it's not going to be just an easy pass, because I am going to start getting smarter and asking my questions. And look, man, last night kind of changed my life a little bit with Raphael because of his passion. And I thought, man, he is such a purist. And there's a reason why. So I need to get a lot smarter on BSV. Oh, and by the way, and I was going to talk to you about this earlier, but he says one thing that they're working on is how to train newbies. And, he said that is the hardest thing to do, is to train newbies, which is why they haven't attacked it yet. And I pushed back on him last night saying, look, that has to make a priority list, like way at the top, because everyone's hanging on your every word right now, and it's just not enough to be able to declare something a shitcoin or presume that people know what a blockchain is, what anything is. There's so many people getting into the space. That would be a great investment of time to do it right. So, I don't know. I volunteered. I said, look, I'm happy to at least be dedicated to, if you guys help me formulate some curriculum and provided me with what you deem to be the right approach to keep people safe. I said I'll extend the energy to try to pull something like that together. I don't know. It's called leading with your chin, not your hand out, because that for me is purpose. That's the purpose of my channel, is It's dedicated to newbies, trying to keep everybody safe. But at the same time, I don't know shit. And but unless somebody at least, takes the effort and the initiative, then it's never going to get done, which brings me back to my number one, which is perfection is the enemy of progress. So if you want to create that training curriculum that is perfect, you're never going to do it, because perfection is the enemy of progress. I have seen it. And look, I didn't make that up. I learned that from, I've heard it several times in my business career. It's like when you have these companies or these teams that just can't fucking release something because it's just not perfect, and then they get their panties in the wad because, yeah, it's 98% great, but that 2% is just not perfect. Well, guess what? That 2% just craters the whole thing. You have left 98% on the table because it's never going to get done, because you want to be perfect. No, sir, no, ma'am. Perfection is the enemy of progress, and sometimes you just have to start ugly. Period, end of story. So, that is my appeal to the TCV community group. Let's get the newbie stuff created. What else? I don't know. It's just this is what I've been living in, guys, for the last frickin' 15 minutes. It's just a parking lot. But appreciate talking with you guys. I think I'm gonna hang it up right now. I think I'm about to my exit. But hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. I'll probably stick around because I don't think this video is over, because I'll probably chat with you after I'm done speaking with Max Freeman today after dinner, and I'm driving back. Greetings. Used to be named Uncle Odd, but now I'm known as Uncle Vigilante. And as you can see by the fact I'm wearing a gold chain with a Bitcoin on it, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. But there is one thing that my 43 attorneys that I just hired told me that I needed to say, which is a disclaimer. Don't take any of my advice. Don't take anything that I say on this show or any of my guests as sage counsel. Why? Because I don't know shit.